I decided to head back to the Sachs Center to undergo a full ADHD assessment. There are several tools that a doctor can use to determine if a kid has ADHD. First, Dr. Sachs would have to conduct an interview with my parents. Then, I would have to fill out a few surveys and take a test on the computer. Finally, I'd have to sit down with Dr. Sachs to talk about my behavior and how it affects my life. The written part of the assessment focused on my feelings. This helps the doctor determine if I have ADHD or some other condition. Depression is a disorder characterized by low mood, low self-esteem, and loss of interest in normally enjoyable activities.
Sometimes kids come to my office and they think they have ADHD because they have problems focusing and paying attention in school. But what's really happening is they're having some kind of emotional problem and maybe depressed. Because if you're depressed and you're thinking about something sad, you're not able to focus on what the teacher's saying. So that's why we have to make sure that the kid who comes here does not have depression. This was the assessment of depression, and obviously, every kid feels sad from time to time, and sometimes feels sad. But a kid who is depressed would, might select always, like I always feel lonely, I always hate myself.
I'd also have to do a survey to screen for anxiety. Anxiety is a disorder characterized by excessive worrying, uneasiness, and fear based on real or imagined events.
So why don't you take this one so that we can see if you have ADHD or you have anxiety or neither.
After Dr. Sachs determined that I wasn't depressed or anxious, we were ready to move forward. Next up, I'd have to take something called a continuous performance test on the computer. Basically, I'd have to watch the screen and click the mouse whenever a letter appeared, except X. This test would measure my sustained and selected attention and impulsivity. Okay, look, here's the deal. I totally rule at video games, so this part should be no problem for me. Damn it. Okay, maybe I don't rule as much as I thought.
So what we're going to look at, this is the report that is generated based on how you did on the continuous performance test. Your results better match somebody without ADHD. So this is a good thing for you because it shows that you are able to focus and pay attention.
In the next segment, I'll sit down with Dr. Sachs to hear his final diagnosis.